Today, we're going to talk about a huge shift in how we should all be working with AI. Seriously, it's about moving past just asking simple questions and instead learning how to build these powerful, intelligent systems that can actually think with you.
So let's just kick things off with a really important question about how you're using AI right now. Think about it. Is it basically a vending machine? You pop a prompt in and you get a little piece of content out? Or is it a true creative partner, like a co-pilot who actually gets what you're trying to do?
Because really, there are two paths you can go down. On one side, you've got prompting for output. This is reactive, it's kind of inconsistent, it's a one-off thing. But on the other side, there's prompting for systems. This is proactive. You're building something that gives you repeatable leverage, which means you get consistent, really high-quality results every time. And that's the big strategic shift we're going to break down.
Okay, so let's dive into the super common frustration, the AI vending machine. This is honestly where most people get stuck.
I bet you've felt this before. You spend time writing this really careful prompt, you hit enter, and what you get back is, well, it's fine, it's generic. It doesn't have your unique voice, and the whole thing just feels totally transactional. You got your snack, but it wasn't really that satisfying, was it?
The source material just hits the nail on the head with this quote. Firing off these single, disconnected prompts, it really is like throwing darts in the dark. You have no real control. You're just hoping you hit the bullseye, but half the time you're missing the board completely. There's just no structure, no reliability.
But here's the big aha moment. There's a totally different way to do this, a way to turn on the lights so you're not fumbling around in the dark anymore. And it's all about changing your role.
All the advice you see out there is about writing better prompts, make them longer and more detail. And look, that can help a little bit, but it's still playing the same old game. It's just a tiny improvement on a pretty flawed model.
The real game changer isn't about that one individual prompt. The people who are getting these incredible results, they're doing something totally different. They are not just prompting, they're building systems. They're actually creating a structured, intelligent environment for the AI to work inside of.
This means you have to shift your own identity. You're no longer just a content creator, you're now a content architect. Think about it. An architect doesn't just show up and lay one brick at a time. They design the entire building. They create a blueprint with rules, with memory, with logic that guides every single thing that happens. And that's exactly what we need to start doing with our AI.
So how do we actually do that? How do we become these architects? Well, lucky for us, the source material gives us a super clear 5-layer blueprint to build your very first AI system.
Okay, it all starts with layer 1, core intelligence. This is where you give the AI its identity. You don't just ask it to write something, you tell it who it is. For example, you are a marketing researcher with 20 years of experience, or you are my strategic co-founder. This right here sets the entire foundation for how it's going to think.
Next up, layer 2, static reference. This is like the AI's permanent memory bank. This is where you upload all your essential documents, your company's brand guidelines, your core beliefs, your special frameworks. These are the non-negotiable truths that the AI has to consult for every single task.
Then we get to layer 3, which is DNA matching, and this acts like a crazy powerful voice filter. Here, you upload your past work, your blog posts, your emails, whatever, and the AI studies it to learn your unique communication style. And it's not just mimicking your words, it's learning your cadence, your humor, the very structure of how you make an argument.
Now we've got layer 4, interaction logic. Think of this layer as its digital in-tray, but with a set of standard operating procedures. You basically program the AI on exactly how to handle any new file you give it. So if you drop in a PDF or a voice memo, the AI instantly knows what to do, whether that's extract key takeaways, suggest next steps, or create something new.
And finally, we have layer 5, speculative reasoning. This is what transforms the AI from just a tool into a true partner. You're giving it permission to be proactive, to fill in the gaps. You can literally ask it, hey, what am I missing here? And it will act like your strategic advisor, pointing out new angles and opportunities you didn't even see.
And here's how it all comes together. It's a full system. You've got that core intelligence at the base, supported by its permanent memory, filtered through your unique DNA, processing everything with its interaction logic, and then it's taken to the next level with its ability to reason and advise. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, right? But let's look at a concrete example. How does this system actually work in the real world? Let's imagine we're building something called a repurposing engine.
A repurposing engine is the perfect workflow for a system like this. The goal is super simple. Take one great idea and instantly turn it into content for every single platform you're on. You just drop in a source file, like a blog post, and the AI extracts the key insights, transforms them into different formats, and can even draft up a brief for your team to execute.
And this right here captures such a powerful idea, turning signal into scale. You are officially off the content treadmill. You're not constantly creating from scratch anymore. Instead, you're taking one high-quality signal, one core idea, and you're scaling its impact across your entire world. Now that is real leverage.
So how does our blueprint actually power this thing? Well, Layer 1 gives the engine its job title, Master Content Strategist. Layer 2 provides the brand rules it can never, ever break. Then Layer 4's interaction logic is what processes the input file, and Layer 3's DNA matching makes sure every single new piece of content sounds authentically like you. See, it's a totally seamless system.
So, what is the big takeaway here? What does all this mean for how you should be using AI, like starting today?
Please stop obsessing over typing the perfect question. That is not the game anymore. The real game is knowing what kind of thinking partner you want to build. It's all about being an architect, not just a question asker.
You now have the 5-layer blueprint to go architect your own AI intelligence. You can build a research assistant, an idea generator, a system that turns your raw knowledge into a product you can sell. By thinking like an architect, you're not just using a tool anymore. You're building a genuine co-pilot. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?